The three seashells concept originated when Daniel Waters was trying to come up with ideas for a futuristic restroom. And he called another writer, Larry Karaszewski, who co-wrote Ed Wood, Man on the Moon, Agent Cody Banks, and is now a co-creator, executive producer on American Crime Story. But I think this is his greatest contribution to pop culture.
Oh, yeah.
He called him for suggestions, and Karaszewski happened to be using the restroom when he answered the call. You ever done that? You ever answer the phone when you're in the bathroom?
Yeah. You keep it to yourself. Yeah.
I would say number 1 is okay. Number 2, it's just something about it just doesn't feel like...
Yeah, but if it's number 1, I'm probably not going to answer it because chances are I'm standing up, so I'm not going to do that. Whereas if you're sitting down, it's easier to take it, but you can't let them know you're
No.
It's got to be important for you to answer it.
It's got to be important. Yeah.
I bet some really important calls in the history of time have been taken while someone's having a shit because you only answer the phone when it's important. So,
that's true. Like, if it's some bullshit call, you wouldn't take it. But it's like, oh my god, what? Like a global disaster? It's like, where did you hear about it? Yeah. Apparently, Karaszewski looked around his bathroom and said he had a bag of seashells on the toilet as decorations. So Waters decided to use that. Now, the manner by which the seashells clean your bum is never explained in the film. Sylvester Stallone has stated in interviews that the idea behind the three seashells was that 2 were like chopsticks used to clamp together to pull waste out of the body, and the third was used to scrape what was left over.
What?
It says here...
Sandra Bullock wouldn't do that.
It says here, no explanation was made about how they were to be cleaned or sanitised between uses. Now, but also what I like about
they put them back? This is worse than Reading Festival.
But also, that's so specific. And all I wonder is, did someone tell Stallone that? Was that like the off-screen toilet mythology, or did he just make that up? Because that's some weird shit right there, no pun intended.
And are we talking big seashells or like little tiny ones that you got to sort of... God, that's just weird. What an odd thing to come up with.
But was that just Stallone's flight of fancy? And it's one of those things that's never explained. And he was like, was Stallone just like, hey, I guess you used 2 of them like chopsticks, and the other one used to scrape out what's left over. Although I have no explanation as to how they're cleaned or sanitized. I don't know.
I've got to say, the other day we went to the cinema, and they've come up with a really good loo in that cinema because at no point did I have to touch anything. It was amazing because you went in, there was no door, you just walk around the corner, and then obviously urinals, and then I think the water and the hand sanitizer was all automatic, and then off I was like, oh, brilliant! Well, this is the future.
Why have we not won a national podcast award yet? This is... It's
literally talking shit.
It's moments like this. I just think... Why are we unrecognised, Tom? Why? I'd
buy this film a lot more if it was set hundreds of years from now, but they're talking there like, oh my god, they used to use this thing called toilet paper. It's like, there's no way that toilet paper was eradicated so long ago that you're talking about it like it was centuries and millennia ago. But it's only like 40 years.
But you know what young people are like? It's one of my pet peeves when people say, oh, I don't know it, it's before my time. It's like,
fuck you. But you don't know what the Beatles are then.
Exactly.
Just because it was before you were alive.
Exactly. Your breadth of knowledge doesn't start when you were born. It's like,
that's not how it works.
I'm aware that the Second World War happened. I wasn't around for it, but I've heard about it, secondhand.
I suppose those YouTube videos when you see those kids reacting to like a Walkman and they go mental because they're like, what's this? Why do I press it? Work it out. It's got a play button. Figure it out. How stupid are you?
Kids react to toilet paper. They're like, what? Whoa.
What? Kids react to 3 seashells. What do I do? What the fuck do I do with this? Ridiculous.